Namaste, welcome to another episode Between the Matches. I'm Birendra here, and you have been watching a lot of episodes till now. And I'm here all the time talking about the Nepal Premier League, NPL, Season 2. And this year we had witnessed wonderful matches, wonderful crowd, a lot of excitement, floodlights and new technology. So many things are there, and all the matches have been very well as well. And most of the episodes I was alone talking, but today I'm here. I have connected another speaker as well. So I don't have the guest live in my studio right here, but I'm connected through internet thanks to the technician, cameraman Suraji. Thanks a lot. Out of his hard work, I've been connected with the help of internet. I have been connected with one cricket enthusiast. He's living far away, and he's also quite happy to be here, I think. So first of all, let me welcome Mr. Lalendra. Please welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, first of all. And you've been doing wonderful episodes. I've been watching them all and absolutely loving them. More than that, I'm absolutely loving the atmosphere that NPL has created in Nepal.
Well, I have a lot of things, to talk to you. And as a cricket enthusiast, so how you have taken personally the whole environment of Nepal Premier League, how you have accepted it? Are you watching all the games, or let's say, just your impression about NPL?
Yeah, before going there, I just want to take you a little bit back, a year back when NPL has started, especially people like me who are living abroad away from Nepal or who are not in, Southeast Asian region, they were struggling for the broadcasting, especially, I would say. But this year, NPL has provided the luxury, and let me tell you, there is no luck in luxury. Everyone has worked really, really hard, especially the CAM, Cricket Association of Nepal, and everyone who is involved in the broadcasting of this NPL Season 2, they have provided the luxury for all the fans all over the world. You can watch NPL in your mobile phone via app. You can watch NPL in the TV. You can watch NPL anywhere, everywhere at the moment. That is the luxury. That is what we exactly wanted as a fan, as a cricket enthusiast. Now I don't have to wait for some analytical videos. I can just watch live, far away, living far away from home. So I really want to thank via this video to all the stakeholders of the broadcasting network of NPL Season 2. And I have to mention this year, the broadcasting quality, we haven't expected this. Let's not forget where we came from, okay? So we came from the era where we used to wait for the news every hour in FM radios, in television, so that we can get the update about the scores when Nepal was playing.
Mm-hmm.
When Nepal used to play international matches. And that was the only platform for us. And coming from, it was not a long time ago, it was just a few years back. And then coming from that era, and then at this moment, we fans are having this much luxury. Oh man, I think I'm running out of word here.
All right, so that means you are watching almost all the games. That means, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up all the games, especially the games that are let's say not only particular team, all the game. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up all the games.
Okay, yeah. So when we discuss NPL, this is really a festival of Himalayas for the fans, and especially for the players, struggling players in a national or local level. So they are also, this is also a good opportunity for them. We know this also. Besides these things, do you have any, have you realized any other benefits, or let's say, positive outcomes for anyone, this NPL?
Well, the sports is not only about the game, the play, The cricket is not only within the boundary. At the moment,
Okay.
I'm also reading one book that is titled as the Beyond the Boundary.
All right.
It's one of the greatest sports book in the history, and I mean in the sports history. So that book also talks about these things. Like cricket is not only within the boundary; it is beyond the boundary.
Right.
Cricket is not only about the players, not only about the bowling. It's not only in between the 22 years. That's how I think. Just look at the atmosphere in Nepal. I think the Nepalese people have to add another festival in the calendar. After Dasai, Tihar, Chhath, and NPO. That's how it should be. That's what I think.
All right.
That is absolute festival of Himalayas. And one thing what we are missing, and I'm pretty sure the Cricket Association of Nepal and the government bodies will work on that. We should have the playing, the grounds, the host, the host grounds in different part of Nepal. Because look at that venue at Tribhuvan University Cricket Ground. My goodness, every time that drone fly over that venue, it goes everywhere in internet. Every people fall in love with that place. And that is only one place. Imagine our player playing under, the floodlight at somewhere near Pokhara and just, under the mountains. Like Nepal has like mesmerizing places. So I think the Cricket Association of Nepal and the government bodies will work on that in the following days. We highly expect that will help to us to promote the tourism as well, not only cricket. Ask any players who are playing NPL, like not only national players, like players who came from abroad. They absolutely fall in love with this place. I don't know if Jason Roy was impressed on his first game because of his lighting stuff. But everyone else, yeah, absolutely loving the place. So, in my opinion, of course, it's not only the players. We'll come to that point as well. Of course, it's more important for the players, but for the owners of the team, for the cricket in Nepal, for the people, for the culture, where we have seen the commentator coming up, like Hesdy Ackerman, giving absolute insight of the game. He talks absolute beauty, like he can say what the player is going through, what is the bowling action, how it should be, how the field placement should be, and talk about Andrew Leonard, like man who has been commentating in like I think since 2018 he's been doing the job in Nepal, and he has every single knowledge about Nepal. So he's bringing brilliant things on the table. Like every commentator's working really hard to, make the impression of NPL. So that is all about NPL. It's not only about the playing cricket. It's not only about, the hitting the big boundaries, making the 200 runs and, winning the award. It's about the festival. It's about the atmosphere that has created all over Nepal. Not only all over Nepal, hopefully it will create like beautiful atmosphere across the world, especially, I heard this season Jimmy Neesham came back and he was, giving brilliant, amazing compliment about Nepalese people and Nepalese community, Pali cricket, the passion we have, we're living through a passion. So I think it's more about the fans as well, who've been, the Cricket Association of Nepal has got the award, I think, for the best fans in the world. Or
yeah,
like that,
yeah, that's true. Social media fan, right?
Yeah, true. So, these are the things matters for me.
Well,
How about you? Yeah, I have to ask this question to you.
No, yeah.
You've been to the venue as well. You went to, I think, to watch one match there. It's not only about which team you're supporting or is your team winning or not. I think it's more about the atmosphere that has created in Nepal, isn't it?
Yeah, truly, truly right. As you just mentioned that a game is not only limited in the boundary, you were talking that. So that's quite a wonderful idea. Cricket is not only limited to the boundary. Yeah, it has a lot of things beyond the boundary. That's true. And if you're talking about boundaries, unfortunately, yesterday, while Kushal Malla was hitting a boundary, one of the cheerleaders was hurt.
Cheerleader.
Yeah, was hurt.
Cheerleader,
That's another part of the game. But overall, the game of cricket has brought a kind of romance in every people in the country and outside the country as well. The people who are enjoying the game or who are staying out like you, they have also the wonderful opportunity to watch the match as well. So this is overall a very good experience and a good cricket as well. Especially the foreign players, they have brought a very wonderful environment in the ground, in the dressing room, and they have been sharing very good things around the world, and they have become the ambassadors for Nepalese cricket, right? And everyone, whether you talk about Nisham, David Mullen, or some Indian players, from Pakistan, we have Sri Lanka. So that means everyone, I think they are the big good ambassadors for us, and they're doing their best as well. So it's really a wonderful environment. I think this is truly a good kind of what do you say, a giant leap in the cricket history of Nepal, right? So this is really a great leap, and surely it's helping to everyone, every players, media, everyone, I think.
Can't agree more. Yeah, can't agree more with it.
Right. So you were just talking about SD Ackerman, right? So as you might have listened to him, yeah, wonderful insights he gave, and it's really interesting to listen to him as well. And we would like to listen some more Nepali commentary as well.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Why I mention his name, because I do not have an opportunity to go to the ground, and it is very different watching via broadcast and watching the actual game in the ground, and then you see, how the field setup is, what the captain is thinking. Then you can think, oh, why is mid-on up? Why is mid-off outside the circle? These kind of strategic things we cannot analyze when we are watching the game on TV. That's what I think. But when you actually go to the ground, then you can feel, you can see, like, why is captain doing that? If your plan is to bowl fuller, why is your fielder are not outside straight? These the small things that make big differences. And SD Ackerman absolutely, he doesn't make you feel like you're watching the game on the TV. He just makes you feel like you're watching the game in the ground, because he can give that much detail. And also for the players, last time he was talking about one of the youngsters, his bowling action, why is he collapsing his hips while he's landing the foot. These are the very important technical parts. I know people can be critics on these things because, why, I have heard, like, if Jasprit Bumrah was sent to a coach, he might have a different accent and would not be a great bowler as he is now. But, there is also another part. But at the same time, for the nation like us, who are keen to learn new things in cricket, who are just new into the cricket, these people bring such things on the table. He mentioned about Gulshan Jai as well earlier. What a talent player he is, like we have seen, like, only in a few games, but man, he is the asset of Nepali cricket, So these are the things matters a lot, and especially with not only, I'm sorry, all the commentators are absolutely brilliant, but this is the point what SD Ackerman brings on the table, and especially with the inside analytics, that's really important for the game. And for the game, we can't skip the name Andrew Leonard, our own top little guy who's been in Nepal for a long time, and this man brings everything. He knows every corner of Nepal. He knows what Sudur Pashim looks like. This man brings, like, absolute things on the table, so which is really great. That's what makes NPL better, I guess. And also, the conversation in the crowd. Last time we've seen a cultural group with the different musical instruments. They were having conversation with Jess, and Jess, she's doing great. So I don't know. Just one thing here, I just want to mention. Do you want, when Jess came to Nepal, I've expected her to be in the commentary box as well. I'm missing that part. Do you think you're missing that part as well?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Around the ground only.
She is also a wonderful commentator, but she is more, into cheering the crowd. She is just playing the role to relive, or I mean, to enliven the environment. She is playing that role. So mentioning the commentators, let's see, let's be hopeful that in our country also new commentators, very talented commentators will be there, like SD, whatever you said, right? So these are wonderful things, right? So now we have talked a lot of things. There are many things as well. So, do you remember any particular game, that gave you some goosebumps, or let's say, yeah, that's wonderful, or any game, or let's say any player? Just now you mentioned Gulshan Jha. Almost in every game, he's playing with his spirit. Man, that's really a wonderful. I've been wondering that when will Gulshan Jha come into the bowling side. And I remember we had some previous conversations also, and you were saying that yeah, he's really a kind of ODI type of player, with a long range of spirit. And you were talking those things also. So do you remember any? You want to mention some players? If I have to say a few things, in the beginning of this season. I was mostly talking about Kushal Vurtel, because he was showing a lot of talent, some extra effort in the ground. First two matches he had got the half century as well, but in the next two matches he got duck out. I mean, he didn't score any runs. So. These are the journey of the players. Sometimes they score, sometimes they don't. So, do you have any such moments in overall NPL where you would like to remember now for just a few minutes? You want to say something about those things?
Well, talking about the players, at the beginning of NPL, I also thought that only the national players are stepping up. Those who are in the squad, they're performing well. I was really happy because the T20 World Cup is just around the corner in just matter of a few months only, and I was just for me NPL. When I'm out watching NPL, I'm not supporting one particular team. You would say, oh, you're from a certain region of Nepal, so of course that's your team. Yeah, that could be a case in some scenarios, but most of the time, what I look at is the players. Who's making into the T20 World Cup. Like I have some friends who keep texting me asking like, oh, what's your 11 like? Looks like what's your the squad of T20? What do you make of this NPL season 2? So who are you bringing up? So it actually doesn't matter. Like if I say, oh, certain player, if I give this name should be in the squad, that's my opinion. That's not what coaches think, what management team thinks.
Yeah.
So obviously, if looking from the management perspective, definitely the experienced players will be getting the chance to be in the squad to play World Cup, because World Cup is the highest level of the game. There is no higher level than that. If it was a series against some nation or tri-nation series or something, definitely you give a chance to the youngster, bring the new players, give rest to your old players. I mean, not old players. We don't have those old players in our squad at the moment. I think the old players are below 30, except a few of them. But, like your experienced players can take rest and you can give opportunity to the new players. But this is the highest level of the competition at ICC. So that's how I'm looking like. Is my experienced player, the player who's been in the team for a longer period of time, are they performing well? What is the outcome? That's how I'm looking at the team at the moment. And that's how I'm watching the game. So every game gives me goosebumps. There is no particular. Even there is a game that finished within 17 overs, that gives me the same goosebumps. Even there is a game that finished in the last, the ball of the inning, also gives me the same goosebumps. That is the level of excitement I am having at the moment. I've heard and you talking about this, like, oh, Nepali cricket can't be, can't stay without any drama, kind of sort of things, cardiac kids, these kind of things. Yeah, we love to see that. We want to see, like, one wicket victory, one run victory, the smallest margin victory, the game of inches, like 1 inch can make the difference when you land your feet, when you bowl, these kind of stuff. But I'm living up to my expectation. Like, oh man, every game is giving me goosebumps. There is no particular game, but talking about the players, definitely I was expecting more local players to step up. Like, I have few players in my mind who I thought would be a great talent. Some of them hasn't made up to my expectation yet, but of course, as the tournament progress, they will definitely make their way up. And also, it is really good to see our national players, the bowlers, the batters. Yeah, as you have mentioned, the Kushal Vortel is exciting, very excited batsman, and in first two games he, rocked the show.
Yeah.
He has stolen the show, but in next two games he just struggled to score. Like, the golden duck is not a good score to look at. And same with our another opener. They're doing same thing, like the Asif Sheikh and Kushal Brutel has scored 18 runs in previous game, both of them. Before that, they both got golden duck, and also before that, they got the 0 run. Like, these kind of stuff, like funny stuff they are, but at the same time, it's really good to see our national players stepping up. Not only one, all the team have the marquee player who represent the Nepali cricket, and they're playing really well. They've been good, they're doing good, and so I expect more new talents. We could, as a fan, we can say, oh, this certain fella didn't get a chance to play. As a fan, we can say that, we're allowed to say that, but at the same time, look at the conditions and how the team is performing. If we look at Sud Pashchim, for the first 4 games, they remain unchanged. They didn't change any member of the team because that's what it was working for them.
Yeah,
that's how you see, as a coach, as a management, you want to win every game. You want to, as a fan, you want to see your team win, and you want to see your favorite player to perform. A lot of mixed emotion in it. But as long as the certain strategy working for you, just stick with that. So just go ahead. So I think we are still missing some brilliant performances from the players who has great potential to make into the national team. But at the same time, every player, every game gives me the goosebumps.
Yeah, the point I was trying to make is that, we don't have one consistent kind of player who is showing a kind of, regular performance, like especially when you talk about batting. Anil Shah, who performed quite, that was a kind of tragedy for the whole team. The Bolts were the defending champion, but in the recent game, Anil Shah came back with a huge leap once again. So such kind of performance is there, and it's a little bit kind of challenging for the batsmen, for our Nepali team. We wanted some great batsmen to come forward. That's what I think.
Yeah, great point there, because when we play NPL, that is our home condition. You can't complain about the condition. You have to know where is your length, how to bowl slower, how to off cut. What is the strategy to bowl in the death over? What is the strategy to bat in the power play? So are you coming down the wicket or not? This kind of stuff matters. This kind of stuff matters a lot in our condition, because the ball, we can clearly see, except for a few games, the ball is not coming to the bat. 140 is a great target. 147 is a fantastic target that is easy to defend, especially when you're playing game in the evening. That could be a different story. But these kind of stuff, the local players, the national players, we should understand. They should know the conditions. So a little bit of fluctuating performances, but at the same time, it's the game. You just Talking about Anil Shah, he might need a break. He just, dropped himself, or I don't know whether the team decided to drop him or whether he decided to drop himself. It's totally unknown, but whatever he did was fantastic. Sometimes they need to get out of the team. They need to work, go back to the basic. Like great players has also done that. So we have seen like take any names in the recent days. You can take Manas Labuskagni. Manas Labuschagne, that's what they say. But
Yeah.
In South Africa, it's Manas Labuskagni.
Quite interesting. Quite interesting name.
So he's been around the team, struggling with the runs. He was dropped from the team. He made heaps of runs in the domestic cricket, whether it's one ODI, one day cup or the Shield game, and then make way up to the team again, and looking great at the moment.
Yeah.
All games to come in Ashes. I just scored a half century. That was not out. Like these kind of stuff. Sometimes the players need the break. We have to understand that the players take everything with them. Anil Shah was taking a lot of pressure. He was the captain of the team. The team was not doing well. His performance was not there. Look at him now. The captain changed. He dropped himself for a game, came back, make a 50 run or 50 run plus, and then man of the match. And took the team home.
Well, Lalindra, a lot of things to talk, and it's really a nice time I'm having here, more conversations. And I think we got to take a break now, and we will be talking more things. Many things are here. We have to manage time, the technology, everything is here. So let's see. Thanks for now, Lalindra, right? We'll be catching up once again in the other conversations too.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me once again. Have a good one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lalindra, a cricket enthusiast. I have been waiting for him for a long time, and finally it is possible because of cameraman Suraji. Thank you to you as well. And we had a wonderful conversation. Thank you once again to Mr. Lalindra for having his time here, and hopefully we'll be bringing some more videos to you as well. So for now, bye-bye. Thank you.